Hello. Yeah.
Why you say so low? You used to try to come up with a name.
No, that's your name.
Okay.
My friend listens to death metal, and I don't know why, because you can't understand what they're saying.
You can't.
And I never heard death metal up until today, it turns out. And I just questioned him. I was like, why do you listen to this? It's pointless. Turns out half of the stuff he listens to is in other languages, because once again, it's pointless.
I don't understand people who listen to foreign music they can't understand.
A lot of school
Some people
shooters
are like,
do.
I don't even listen to the words. It's just the music. It's like,
Your mom.
yeah, I don't.
Hey,
get
babe,
that.
listen to the song. I don't
I-
listen to the songs.
I
just
listen to a
the
lot
beat.
of foreign music, Spanish-wise, but it's not by choice. It's just what's
I'd be
all
like,
around
babe,
me.
do you know what that song's saying? Are you seriously listening to that song?
Hey,
I'm not
man,
listening to the. So I just like the beat.
gift of translating tongues. If you got that gift, you can listen to any music.
No.
It's a little
that's not
heretical.
how
It was a
works.
joke.
It
You
fell
guys looked
flat,
at me-
Josh. It fell flat.
You guys looked at me weird. But yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
90%
No, I
failure.
wouldn't say
That's comedy. You do it for the 10% that works.
Yes, sir.
I hope one of you
Josh,
guys laugh.
Josh, right here for our fans who might be thinking the same thing. What would you ever do a comedy
No.
podcast, and why not?
Because I'm not funny. Look at what just happened.
What do you mean? You can't say if you're funny. That's everyone else's job.
Guys, I'm not funny. You know it. It's pity laughter.
You're
No,
hilarious,
no,
Josh.
that sounds
See?
like. Anyways,
Hilarious.
for all the fans out there, like 2 or 3, who want this, Josh, what do you tell them?
You don't want it. Actually ask yourself what you want in life, and you will not get your conscience telling you, Josh podcast. No.
I think some would. Man, texting on the job.
Maybe
Look at
one.
this guy.
Maybe one or two.
Hey, your mom texts me. I answer her right away, dude.
Tell her to
I'm not
come be
gonna
on
make
the
her wait.
podcast.
She's at Bible study.
Tell her to be on the podcast.
She's at Bible
Don't let
study.
her-
She
Say
wants
not to
tell
text
her
at
to be on the
Bible study.
podcast. Yeah, why is she texting a Biblist study?
Let me tell her.
Tell her what? You're gonna tell her I said it, aren't you? No. We shall wait on a response with that. Wait, no, she's gonna get mad. Last time, I don't know. I had to deal with unreasonable complaints, man.
Hey, you said it.
Yeah,
I just
and then
typed
they're
it.
taken to an unreasonable level.
What do you mean?
I mean what I mean, man.
Hey,
I
you do this.
don't even
too.
understand
You
it.
quote people a lot
Unreasonable.
in rather
do quote
unfortunate
people.
sections.
Yeah. We have a whole group chat made for that, Josh.
Yep, I know.
Out of context quotes. They're epic.
I don't even know what that is.
Like,
Say I
just-
said baby engines. Suddenly that goes in that group chat, whether it made sense in the conversation or not.
No, it's more like, I don't know, let me think. Like, well, I don't know, just if someone misspeaks too.
Oh,
And you just throw it in there, and it's like, it's just funny. Like,
oh, like when I said, "Oh, it's okay to hook up with older ladies,"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
but I didn't mean that.
Now
I
you said
wasn't
that on the
like.
podcast. Would you like to explain that?
Well, what I was trying to say or to relay that it's okay for a younger man to, marry an older woman.
This was used as encouragement for a younger man.
Yeah, because he likes an older woman.
That's not true. That
Hey,
is not true.
Now we're starting
don't know.
rumors
We are
live on
starting
Just
rumors.
Winging
We
It.
are starting rumors.
Hey, I didn't
That's
say
called
any names.
Gossip.
No,
Gossip's a
no.
Yeah.
Gossip is if I would have said, you know what?
Building
Josh
on
likes this 30-year-old teacher that he's met at this school, and he likes her. That's gossip.
What if it's true?
It
Then is
might
still
be,
gossip?
but that's gossip.
Is it true,
Okay.
Josh?
No, but anyways, because
I hope not.
your mom, you know this, she's 6 years older than me. So
Yeah,
to
that's
me,
kind
it's
of
like,
weird. Because that'd be like if Josh got with a 24-year-old right now. That's weird.
Yeah, we don't know
What in
anyone.
the world?
Joseph's like
What
25.
like Joseph's age?
So, imagine if I got with Joseph right now, and I was a girl. 'Cause we
Josh,
don't
you
force Joseph
always
to be a
do
girl.
this, Josh.
Anyways, I was thinking, okay.
No!
Okay,
That's one of the
so
quotes
my
that would be
sis-
Find a
my-
25-year-old girl,
my-
Josh.
No. My sister-in-law's quinceañera is coming up this weekend. And I was, so, like, the quinceañera in Mexican culture was like a bar mitzvah for Jews. Like, she would be an adult, right? But then I was thinking, because, okay, well, Mexicans, if their women are getting married at 15 and thinking, like, Mary in the Bible, I was thinking, why was it like that?
Dude, my little girl ain't getting married at 15.
But I was thinking that,
No, I don't
you
wanna
know,
do
so it makes sense, well, like, the roles that each gender played back in the day was like, well, at 15, she would be ready for childbearing. But, like, the husbands would normally be older because they still had to work and, like, get a house. And, like, there was no, like, debt or loans or anything. But, like, you had to get your farm. You had, right? So I think that's how it worked.
I can't find a single person who's 25 with a name.
Anyway. Or why do you think there used to be such an age gap with the men being so much older? And still in a lot of cultures.
Because creepy.
I don't think creepy.
Medieval.
No,
It's
because
explained.
a lot of times,
Medieval age gap was pretty creepy.
because
Yeah.
a lot of times, like, you had to buy your spouse in those times.
Yeah.
You'd have to
What
work.
was a dowry, yeah.
You have to
'Cause you would
work.
pay the parents to be able to support her in case you died or left her for
Right.
whatever reason. Yeah.
So you would have to work and build up your wealth.
Mhm.
Then you could get married because now you could pay her and then pay for her, buy her, whatever. And then you had enough to support her.
Yeah.
So that's probably why.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can't see, like, a 15, like, if we did that in modern day, like, if you would have had, like, if Louis said, you know what, Taylor, yeah, you can marry my daughter, it'll just be $500,000. How long is it going to take you to, you're going to be like 50 by the time you get married,
Yeah.
getting $500,000. So that's probably why they did it. They first went and got their $500,000, and then they came and
Yeah.
got the girl. But by that time, did they want to marry a 50-year-old girl,
No.
or did they want to go and marry a
And at the
20-year-old?
same but at the same time, these
Or in their case,
No,
it's
no,
medieval
because-
times, like a 50-year-old.
but because this 15-year-old girl's like, what were they gonna do their whole life? Because they weren't working, so their job was to bear children and care for the home, which is what I think.
That's
God
a lot of
intended
work,
for them to
dude.
do. No, it is a lot of work. But if you're not married, what are you gonna do for those 20 years? So that's why I think, like, well, it was the 15-year-olds that were getting chosen and married, and so
Right.
it's not like that. There was a bunch of 20-year-olds being left out. It's just everyone was getting married by that time.
No, because
So-
like I remember, like, growing up, and this is going back 30 years. If there was a lady in her 30s and she wasn't married yet, they would call her a cotorrona,
Which translates.
Can you say that on the podcast?
a parrot.
Oh, yeah. You
Why
can.
would it be a parrot? I don't know why they call them a parrot, but it's just like they got left behind. Like, oh, you're never gonna get married
I
now.
wouldn't
You're
leave
too
a parrot
old.
behind.
So that's what they called it.
Yeah.
Parrots are cool.
And I don't even know why, because a 30-year-old is young.
Mm,
Yeah,
You
I
can still pop out
disagree.
10 kids when
I
you're
think
30.
30 's
can't.
pretty. I think 30 is
You
pretty
could-
young.
no, because
When I turn 50, I'm not gonna be like 30.
You
I'm
have
so
one
old.
every year.
no, because once you're 30, like, complications and pregnancies jump way up. I am in the works of trying to get a debate on this podcast about how old you should be when you get married. But
50.
No, I think
Yeah.
young's the way to go.
But anyway, so yeah, I think,
55.
and I was telling Josh the other day, I think if the legal, like, if I had my own country, then the legal age would be like 15, because number of reasons. In a sense,
Hold on, you gotta add one thing. You gotta
Wh-
add one
wh-
rule.
what?
That premarital activities would not occur.
Okay,
Because
yeah, no,
otherwise
no.
it sounds really
I think
bad.
if we followed, no, yeah, no. I mean, if we followed,
Okay.
hold on, because you guys are gonna misconstrue what I'm saying. Because if
We're
we
gonna start
followed
texting in that group,
the Bible, right, and did what it said, and all these laws were being followed, well, I think we'd already be raising more mature children, right? We'd be raising people with a purpose in life other than whatever we do now. You know, you wouldn't.
What do we do now?
I don't know, but
I
Josh,
sleep,
do you think
work
3
out, and go
years
to
ago
school.
you could have gotten married? Like,
No.
not to say whether you can now,
I
but I'm
could've.
saying like
Would have been successful? No.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It would have been
I
exciting.
think we need to put like incentive structures to that way you raise your kids to be ready to be adults at some point. Because
You see, I bet the founding fathers would have, but they didn't expect people to be as dumb as we are.
Well, no. I think we're dumb because we don't have God.
Well, yeah, but
Look,
they didn't expect God to
60
go
years
out.
ago,
Okay, check this out.
15-year-old girls in America were getting married, and it wasn't weird.
Hey,
And
Josh.
Also, another thing is that the last 2 years of high school, you basically have to repeat them for your associates in college anyway. So might as well just make that your beginning of college, and you graduate college by the time you're 19, 20,
Well,
instead of 20.
I mean, if you do
23.
your things right, you can start going to college when you're in 11th grade.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Josh, how much do you pay for your cell phone bill?
I don't.
How much do you pay for insurance?
I also don't.
And that's our problem. See, that's what you're talking about. Taylor, as soon as he got a phone, I made him
it's
pay for
about
his cell
me.
phone, and I made him
I'm
pay
not
for his
about
car
you.
insurance. But see, here's the thing. Then this is the problem. It's like his grandma got really mad at us, like, "Oh, why you making him pay for his cell phone? Oh, you're a bully, la la la." No, it's because he needed to learn that if you want certain things in life, it's gonna cost you.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, at that age, the cell phone is his lifeline.
Yeah,
per
but
se.
the difference is you didn't go to school. I go to
It doesn't
school,
matter.
So I don't got time.
I believe.
Okay, but no, okay, now look at the kids in your school.
Yeah.
They're even once they're 18, they're immature. So that's why I'm saying it's not even an age thing. It's
Well,
the
it's
way
a
people are
raised
raising
thing.
their kids.
But also, like, it wouldn't work for a lot of us because not all parents can homeschool.
You don't have to be
No, you don't have to
homeschooled.
homeschool. I mean the moral
Man,
values
if
that
I
you're
do what I do at
instituting
I was
for
church,
making,
children.
I was
I've-
making money, man.
I've tried to get jobs, other jobs, but I have school and church plus sports. All three of those make it so you can't get a job. So I'd have to cut something out, and if I cut anything out, it would have been church. Yeah, because that's
yeah.
like.
So you
that's
got,
already
so
13,
sports are your
14
god,
hours.
Josh?
Wait.
That's what you're saying?
Wait. What does this have to do
On a
with
Wednesday
with
night, yeah.
What?
Even you had it that way when I played
I'm
soccer with you guys.
confused, but
I did, absolutely. But there's a difference
I have no
because that was my ministry.
Man,
Hey.
you weren't even going to
But
church
you said it
back
for the
then,
kids.
man.
No.
You
weren't
told the
even going
kids
church,
not to go
man.
to church. That church
Might
was
be your
for
ministry
Sunday.
now, but you weren't even going to church back then.
Oh, my. No. I didn't, for a while we didn't go to church. You're absolutely right. But did that mean I didn't read my Bible? Did that mean I didn't listen to messages? Absolutely not.
No, but I guarantee you weren't as spiritually healthy as you could or should have been.
I think I was healthier, dude.
Debatable, man.
Spiritually.
Debatable.
Stronger. Rock. Stone.
Anyway. But yeah, no, that's my
Petrus.
opinion. And I think,
Petrus.
well, yeah.
No, but hold on.
Because like at
No,
the
but
same
going back,
time,
because
there's some parents that are like, when you're 18, you leave the house. So, and it's,
yeah, and
it doesn't
but
mean they prepared them for that, but if the age was say 15, the parents who cared would have their kids ready to be adults at 15, and that's how it was for so long.
no, and they should. But here's the problem: is because
Because what else are you doing with your life?
Josh, look, Josh just said I do this, but I did this and I did this and I did this.
Well, I don't understand what this.
Well, he says he's got sports. He says he's got church
What
was the other thing, Josh?
What does that?
and school.
But what does that mean? What
Well,
does
he
that
says
interfere
he
with?
can't pay for his bills because he's got those three things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
you think my dad when I was going to school would pay for anything?
Huh?
What?
Oh.
Oh,
My dad, Jefe.
No.
No, heck no. You want something?
How did
Oh, you
get-
want new shoes? Go to work.
Yeah, but you know what you
the-
did?
You want
the
new
work
clothes?
You
You
did,
didn't go
the
to
work
Go to
you
work.
did,
But you didn't go
you
to
didn't go to
school.
school. This is my point.
No, I went to
You didn't go
school.
to school.
No, no.
You went to school. And
I went
did
to
work
school.
At school. The work you did was sell things.
Josh, do you have straight A's?
Whole thing.
No.
Okay, so we're in the same boat. It doesn't matter. Unless you're getting straight A's and you're like
not.
this preppy dude, then you have no room to talk.
No, but
If you're going to school and getting C's,
Okay,
then
no,
your mom
no,
and dad should get
okay,
you home and
no,
beat you
actually,
because
no.
they're sacrificing
I
for
totally
you.
disagree with the people that are like straight A's,
No.
straight A's. All you gotta
If-
do is
no,
pass.
no.
You're gonna get to college
Yeah,
anyway.
All right, hey.
You're gonna
I
get your
passed.
free money from the government
I
anyway.
passed.
But you passed
And
by
then you
cheating.
can-
I'm not
yeah.
passing by cheating.
All
I
of
didn't
this
cheat
doesn't
anything.
Make any sense, man?
I didn't cheat anything.
Nah.
Wait,
Other
you didn't
people
get a
cheated
high school
for me.
diploma.
Nah.
Other people cheated for me.
You understand what it means that you got a 79% in math? That means you got 4 out of 5 questions right. But no, it's a C.
Hey, that's not good
horrible.
enough.
No, that's a lie.
That's
That
your
is a lie.
job.
No.
Your mom and
No,
your dad
no,
are busting
no,
their backs.
No, they're not getting straight A's at work. I guarantee it.
Why not? Then they wouldn't have a
Wow.
job.
That's
that
not
point.
true. That is
Yes,
not
it is.
true.
No, it's not.
You know how many C plus employees there are? Not that you
Maybe
guys are.
C plus.
I'm
There's plenty
saying
of failure
there's a lot.
employees.
No,
Yeah.
majority of
Yeah,
employees are
that's what
like
I'm saying.
D's. They're
Nah,
like
man.
D's. They're like
Nah.
D's.
Nah.
But that doesn't
At
matter.
school too.
Hey,
And you
what did
see
that? Hey, what
lots
did
of,
that
like,
pastor sing? What
videos
did that
about
pastor
this that
sing?
are funny. The bread in the pocket.
The bread in the pocket.
I think
Nah.
that
The
one
parents
does.
are getting the bread in the pocket.
No, but this is what I mean. That nah, you gotta. Strange.
See, look at
Anyway,
that.
No, this is what I'm
hurts
saying.
so
Like, look,
bad.
school doesn't even prepare you. And I know it's controversial.
prepares you.
Hold on, look. You need subtraction, division, multiplication. I'd say up into pre-algebra. That's middle school. Now look, I think geometry too. It's just those last 2 years. Anyway,
It's pre-calc. You don't.
but
need.
even then, I understand.
geometry-
I understand. It's like problem solving. And it builds
Geometry
that.
was in 8th grade, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
My
I
geometry
did it.
Last 2
I did
years.
it freshman
Sophomore
year.
year.
I did mine freshman year.
See, look how far behind he is, and he's just going to school, and that's all he
Sophomore
was
for
doing.
geometry's normal.
Freshman year, I did
You were a nerd
algebra
in middle
1.
school. No,
I
but
was.
my point is, they don't teach us how to do practical things that I learned in school. And yes, I was homeschooled, but I know kids at real school don't learn this either. That I learned how to do my taxes, or how
Actually,
to
I do.
interact with the government and all
You-
this stuff. How to buy a car and do all this title, like
Hey,
all this practical
if you
stuff
would've-
you need to know.
if you
they
would've-
don't even teach you that.
If you
I
would
do
have,
learn
like,
these
what's the
things.
point?
if you would have gone to a co-op, you would have learned all that stuff. Cause look, cause even in school you learn.
You think the people we know from co-op know how to do their taxes, man?
I bet you they do.
Really?
We'll ask Josh on Sunday.
Ramirez, he's actually a smart person.
Hey,
You gotta ask
You,
Ab.
Hey.
you cannot tell me that Josh is the average co-op kid.
I don't know.
He's
Look,
not.
homeschoolers are
Yeah.
very smart.
Yeah. and
Homeschoolers are very smart.
Yes.
So, yeah, I would say he's the average homeschooler kid.
No,
yeah,
no. I
He's
don't mean
very
like that.
smart.
You know exactly what I mean, man. And you just don't want to be mean to homeschoolers on the podcast.
Oh no, I don't like co-ops, dude. I'm against co-ops. I think co-ops are a cult.
Colt
A
ops.
cult.
I believe, and I've told kids that before. Oh, I'm going to co-op. What? You're going to your cult? It is because whatever they say in that co-op is like law.
It's bread and butter.
Yeah. Whatever they say is like, so they say like, yeah, this, that, and this other thing, and then they're like, all right, yes.
I've never
And then if one of the parents gets upset and they go against it, what happens? Well, you didn't think the wall was black, so you're out of here.
I've never really liked bread and butter. Actually, it's a weird saying.
Bread
Dude,
and butter's pretty good.
It's great.
Maybe like.
And you can
on toast,
sprinkle a
but,
little bit
like,
of sugar on top, Josh.
Yeah, I
That
don't know
changes the
about that.
game. Yeah, it does. It's like Nutella but
Oh,
without
yeah.
chocolate.
Nah.
No, I don't know. I don't like Nutella.
And if
I
No
love
Nutella.
Nutella.
But wouldn't it be cool if we had everything closer together and had like golf carts and gators? That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, but this I love.
We should
this
get a
idea.
gator for here.
I love this idea.
That would be
Taylor,
cool.
Taylor, spread your idea.
Yeah, it's to make a smaller town. But I disagree with what I told you, Josh. I disagree with the shipping container thing now.
Oh, that's
'Cause they're
good.
You're
so
gonna go
thin.
live in
That's
one?
good.
No, they're so thin.
Well, he was going to, yes. He wanted to make a small town, but I told him the only people
Yeah.
who would go were hillbillies.
Okay,
and
no, but my
retired
my
people.
idea
Either
was,
one of
you know,
those.
you buy, I don't know, 20 acres, put a bunch of tiny homes on it, and like Josh says, all these weird people who live in them, rent them. That's a lot of rent money.
If you
I
can get
love
them
this
rented.
idea. Yeah, a lot of them won't pay. You gotta have a good police force.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
No, when you got a big property like that, you're out in the boonies, so you got to be your own
Yeah,
police.
yeah, well, he has to buy his own police force.
Yeah.
Ain't no way no park ranger's coming to save you.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened? We were having this awesome argument about school. Why
I
y'all
won.
change the topic?
Because I won.
No, you didn't win.
Yeah, I did.
No, how do you figure?
Because I.
All you
got
gotta
it too
do
much.
is go to school,
Yeah.
They don't pay your
No,
bills.
Okay, no.
It doesn't
This
pay
is
bills.
what I mean.
And
This is what I mean.
You still can't
Because
get straight
I
A's.
started all of this on the premise if I had my own country.
Okay,
it
wait.
should be different. 'Cause
If
look,
I can't
look,
get straight
health
A's
insurance-
with the
health
little bit I
insurance.
do, if I add more, how am I supposed to do that? I
Look,
have.
Look.
No,
health-
you should be
hold on,
punished. You
hold on.
shouldn't have a
should
phone. You
know
shouldn't have
that
a
is
car.
not true. That is not true. Because look.
Until you get your grades up, young
No,
man.
no. Look, you got all this health insurance, auto insurance, all this dumb stuff. If we didn't have debt and like credit cards and loans and huge mortgages, we could self-insure ourselves, and we wouldn't have any of these problems or all these weird phone calls or odd procedures. There's too many rules in life.
Weird phone calls?
Yeah, trying to figure out all this weird stuff.
Text that, Josh.
And
we're all getting weird.
and so that's what I mean. Is like life could be simpler. It could be better. Things should run differently.
Hey, you know, back in the day, the kids had to earn their way. Just look at Little House on the Prairie. Okay,
Yeah.
you go to school,
Skoo,
you get out of school,
Josh, you gotta go to skoo.
you run home,
Uh-huh.
and then you do your work around the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever football season or baseball, whatever, you go practice.
But
Then you go do your chores.
But you still have to do your chores. That's what I'm trying to say. And Josh be like,
I'm
nope.
not saying no to chores.
But that's
no to a
the
job.
problem.
Wait a minute, that is not what he
That's-
said.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
I'm
look,
saying no
right
to-
No, 'cause
now,
again,
the chores are
life's
equivalent.
different.
The chores
No,
are equivalent
'cause now your
to
job's
work.
like, you got to be here from this time to this
Yeah,
time
it's-
and
you-
do it here. And I don't disagree with that, but in theory, I think salary might even be better. Like,
Okay.
here's your tasks.
Look,
do them, and we. pay
I
you.
could
pay
be
you
I
for your
could be
time.
wrong on this. I could be 100% wrong on this. But if Josh goes to Pastor Jim and says, you know what, I need a little part-time job. You know, can I come by and find something to do for a couple hours in the afternoons? I am pretty sure he'll say, sure.
The only issue is I get done at practice at sundown, so my part-time job don't work because it's landscaping.
Headlamp.
Headlamp. No.
Pastor said no.
Go inside the building and work. Clean what the other kids don't clean. Because, dude, that
I'm
cleaning
working
crew
on
is
it.
horrible.
I'm working on getting his
Yeah.
job. I'm trying.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough picking on Josh. Sorry, Josh.
Anyways,
Captain's going to get mad
I
at me.
think that means I won.
Yeah, man.
No, because Captain says I pick on
Nah.
you, dude.
This is so yeah. That,
I just
that's all I'm saying.
thought it was funny.
Because
I
look, to run life, like yes, the problem solving, but look, just imagine a world where you are 15. You can decide to do your associates here. Hold on, you're prepared for life. You know what you're doing. There's not all this red tape everywhere, and you just live life with common sense. This is the way
Well, there's
it
the
used
issue.
to be,
We
and
don't
it
got
was
common sense
great.
anymore.
And I
Never
think that
really
comes
had
from the
it.
way you raise your kids in a sense.
I think it's drugs kind of ruin your brain, and
Yeah,
I think that's
just
a big
all
issue.
this stuff.
No, the biggest problem, here's the real problem. The real problem
Lack
is
of
parents.
God.
Well, obviously lack of God, but the parents don't no longer want to be parents. Parents want to be friends. They want to be the kids' friends.
Or they
So
don't
let-
want to be involved at all.
Right.
Yeah,
So they let them
yeah.
do whatever in the world they want to do, and they don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they want to be cool. Because I'm the cool dad. Yeah, but your kid's over there drunk and high, and he's 14 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm the cool dad. It's all right. But then when they're older and they have no way to fend for themselves because they can't hold a job, they don't know how to do nothing.
30-year-old basement.
But it's true because this is a heart issue, and people might be like, "That's weird." 15-year-olds, and like you're saying at the beginning, they might think that I mean weird stuff. But it's the look. Just say right now, if we just moved the adult age to 15, would that change anything in society? Like overall, in a sense, yes. But I mean, like these
There's a
people
lot
are
of
still
dumb
gonna feel
15-year-olds.
entitled. No. These people
More
are
than
still
ever.
they're still gonna feel entitled. They're still gonna end up homeless. They're still gonna take handouts from the government. It's not about what age we're letting the kids go. It's that when we have them, we're not doing our jobs with them.
Right.
So
Because it's not our job. How many times I told you, dude, it's not my job to be your friend right now. It's my job to
Wow.
be your dad. Because that's my job. And a lot of times, and it's not easy because a lot of times I know you didn't like me very much because some of the stuff that I
I never
did.
didn't
But
like you.
well, no, but I mean, not
What?
that. I mean, that you dislike, but just at that point when you're being punished or when you're being told or you're being put in trouble or whatever, It's not easy.
Yeah.
But it's got to be done because our job as parents, that's what God said. Hey, he's on loan to you, and let's see. Let's see what you do with him. It's like the talents. Am I just going to bury you? And that would be just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want. Or am I going to try to instill as much knowledge and wisdom into you as I possibly can? That's it.
Yeah.
And that's the goal as parents. So once you're an adult, well, now I'm still your dad, but now it's more of a friendship than a little kid and dad kind of deal. So it changes.
So let's try to finish it, and
But-
let's go to Ezekiel.
Nah, man, I'm still
38.
fighting with Josh.
No, hold on.
Josh,
It's
I'm
already
gonna
been a
end this
while,
with this.
man.
I'm gonna do a mic
Nah,
drop with this,
man.
Josh.
It ain't gonna be
And then
a
I
mic
do a
drop.
mic drop.
Josh,
Maybe for helicopter.
you
pants.
said I didn't have to go to school,
Yeah.
and I still got to play sports at a very high level. Well, if you were just as good as I was, Josh, you
No,
wouldn't have to
man.
either.
Oh,
You're
man.
I was just as good at selling drugs. But no.
No, I'm
I
kidding,
do it the
Josh. I'm
legal
kidding.
way.
I'm messing with you,
Actually, I
Josh.
don't even know. Dad's got to tell his testimony after this, cause
Hey, no, but like, dude,
Oh yeah.
do you know the first tryout I ever went to
I don't know.
was in junior high? Never been to a tryout for anything, and so I go to a flag football tryout. It's supposed to be 4 days, 4 tryouts. I go the first day, and I can't make any of the other 3 tryouts. So I go and I tell the coach, and I'm scared to death because I really want to make this team, but I know I probably don't have any chance because I can't be at the rest. And I say, Coach, I just want to tell you that, I really want to be on the team, but I can't make the rest of the tryouts. Today was my only day. And then he goes, let me tell you something, man. Unless you break a leg, you're already on the team. I was like, dang. That was in 7th grade.
In junior high, all the teachers said a trial for every sport because on the first day they'll know who they take, and just ask.
Oh,
them.
absolutely.
true,
Once you've been
yeah.
doing this long enough, Josh, like 10 minutes, you already know.
yeah.
10 minutes is all it takes.
I'm one of those don't cut anybody.
I don't like to cut kids
No.
either, but sometimes you have to.
I think you should.
Number
Makes
wise.
it pointless, but
Hey, Josh.
Ezekiel 38, guys, verse 1. Since Israel got invaded about a week ago at this point, almost.
4 days,
Um,
5 days.
Well, I mean, by the time this comes out. But yeah, well, right now it's Tuesday, and Israel's burying their dead and amassing troops at the Gaza border. Lebanon sent more airstrikes today. Yeah, the UN refuses to condemn Hamas, and it's actually saying that Israel's committing unhumanitarian things by attacking all these schools and hospitals which have Hamas militants hiding in them. And I like what Israel's doing. They actually told their troops that they have no restraint and to do whatever they want to the enemy, which I really hope for the souls of the Israeli soldiers that they don't, torture people. But the fact, I think that frees them up that their government has their back, even when the rest of the world doesn't.
Dude,
And now even Syria is starting to launch rockets into Israel.
I've
And
got-
so
I've got these new pictures.
that might even be on war on 3 fronts right there.
I got these new pictures where the Hamas people got a bunch of kids and they burnt them alive.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of kids. They just grabbed them, they just burnt them, and they're laughing as they're doing that. Babies
Now,
beheaded. Babies beheaded.
Here's my thing. The Palestinian civilians, right? We shouldn't go down to Hamas's level. But if they're going to torture anyone, it needs to be these guys that tortured all these Israeli civilians. And that is biblical. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That the same measure you use, it'll be measured back to you. And so,
Yeah.
even Genesis 9:6, if you shed innocent blood, then by man your blood will be shed. If
Yeah.
you are such scum that you're willing to do this to someone, then by all means, yeah, like the or it wasn't the prime minister, but whoever said it, whatever.
Well, I mean, it's
but the Palestinian civilians, I mean, you no, there's no reason to torture them.
No, I wouldn't say torture, but you know what? I thought if you're covering them up and you know they're there and you're still there, you know that Israel's coming after them, and you're still hanging out with them.
Yeah, but
Well,
then
that's on
you
you.
deserve to die at that point.
I disagree with that too.
No.
Say the U.S. is getting invaded, and
Yeah.
your only sense of protection is the police or the military. Why would
Right.
you leave?
Why would I be there if I know they're the target? But
Choose the
this
winning
is
side.
different
Because they're protecting you.
because you're there. This is, but it's not
And they're being
police. It's
fed
not police or
propaganda,
government, dude.
man. I
That is
mean,
true. The
it's not like that. They're like they're like us and know that Israel doesn't
But,
torture
well,
people.
it's like
they're being fed that Israel
No,
tortures.
Look at it
I,
from
I
a
don't
cop
care, dude.
perspective.
I'm sorry.
there's
I'm sorry,
there's
but
an entire there's
don't-
a federal crime to harbor a criminal. It's
No,
just you
right.
can't do it.
But they're not
Jesus
criminals.
do. Huh?
Hamas in Palestine are not.
No, the people that
criminals.
harbor
Hey,
this.
In a lot of places-
Hold on, I don't want to be
Are.
misunderstood on the podcast. They are, but I mean by their running.
no, I understand. I
Palestine,
understand what you're
They're
saying.
not going to arrest
in
themselves.
in a lot of places, in Mexico, the people that work for the cartels are not criminals in their eyes.
Yeah,
They're heroes,
yeah.
but they're criminals. And my
Well,
idea, and I've told
no,
you
we
my
know they
idea,
are, yeah.
and I've told you
Well, yeah.
the only way that you get it,
Okay,
get,
and again,
get rid
I
of
didn't
them.
say that Israel shouldn't be killing civilians. I said they shouldn't be torturing them. And even though
No.
I still don't think they should be torturing actual Hamas
Okay.
militants, if they do that, it's just reaping what they said.
Well, but the militants it's part of war because you want to get information out of them. Look, and I'm not saying go and just kill civilians. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
I'm not
is
saying not to either.
what I'm saying is look, okay, say you are Hamas. Josh knows you're Hamas. Josh knows that the military is coming after you, but he decides to still hang out with you. Well, if he
So
gets
you
if he gets
understand.
killed, he gets
and I
killed.
think you would
Yeah.
totally agree with me if the U.S. was getting invaded. Because look, to him, you have no right to be coming after me. So he's not going to be like, well, there he is. There you go. And
Yeah,
to
but you're still
him,
putting yourself
and
in
to
no,
harm's
no,
way.
him,
no. I
I'm
understand
the
what
only
you're saying.
sense of protection from
Right.
you.
So, and this
who
is
I've been feeding propaganda to him that you're going to torture him.
I understand.
So he might as well die right here with me.
Right. So it's
That's
like
what I'm
it's
saying.
it's like I was telling you, like the cartels.
No, I know. But
Okay, so because we've had this conversation,
and
but the
again, I
people-
think you're misunderstanding me too, because I never said don't kill the civilians.
no,
I
I'm
never
not-
said if they're hanging out with them not to kill them. I just said don't torture them.
Well, I mean,
So we agree, right?
yeah, I don't believe in torture. I think
I don't believe it's real, guys.
I just think it's just if you're gonna go in and like Netanyahu said you're gonna wipe them out, you ain't taking anybody hostage. You're wiping them out.
We're not gonna kill all the civilians.
Whoever's there has got to go.
You're not gonna kill 2 million people in Gaza.
You know what
Hey.
happened
and
in
flatten the place.
Fallujah?
What did they used to do in church time?
What
In
happened
Bible times?
Fallujah?
They would move them to other places. That way they wouldn't get back together.
God would say wipe them out. Kill
Yeah,
them.
look at what England did.
That is-
it
yeah,
worked
that is
really
true.
well. But look at Fallujah. Fallujah, they told everybody when the U.S. went in, we're gonna kill anybody on the street, and if they were civilian, they got killed on the street.
But you know
They
what?
killed
And I
everybody.
agree with
Okay,
that.
but here's
I agree
and here's
with
But
another
this is what
thing
Israel's
that
doing.
what Israel's doing though.
I agree with Israel too.
Israel's
Again,
letting them
why?
know.
What frustrates me is that because of what you're saying, the people listening perceive me as being like, don't kill civilians. I never said
No,
that.
no, no. And
I simply
no.
said don't torture them. If you want to bomb an apartment building because one guy in there's Hamas, then go for it. I don't
No, no.
care. I'm saying
But
don't
see,
torture
this
the
is
civilians.
the difference between Hamas and Israel.
One's evil and one's not.
Well, yeah, but Israel is bombing Gaza, the Gaza Strip, big time right now. But before they bomb any building, they're letting them know, 30 minutes, get out, because if you're still in here, sorry.
They're even dropping non-explosives on the roofs.
Then
Right.
they hit it with the
Like-
most
it-
accurate bomb.
but- and
ever.
they're
actually,
letting them
they
know.
said they're not going to do that anymore because they didn't do that. They didn't give warning.
Well, no, they're not. They can't do that no more because now, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow they're going to start the ground offensive. They haven't gone in. They've got all their troops surrounded there now. Now they're ready to go. It's all been airstrikes. Now,
They even have tanks on the Lebanon border too.
yeah, no, because they're attacking. They're expecting war from all fronts right now.
Well, they're getting war from all fronts.
Right, and because they have been, they did start bombing Lebanon and Syria as well.
Well, because Syria attacked them. Yeah.
So
militants in Syria.
yeah, So
a lot of
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna have time. We might need to do a whole nother podcast. But
We're not.
Ezekiel 38.
Yeah.
To summarize it, it talks about
Meshach, Tubal, Gog, and Magog
yeah.
coming from the north with all kinds of army. And verse 5 says Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya are with them.
So
Persia's
Persia is Iran, and we
And
believe
Iran's
that
funding Hamas.
yeah, we believe that Gog and Magog, because it's directly north of Israel, is Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So, this battle here of Ezekiel 38, I don't think it's the one
No.
that's happening for different reasons. Because if you read this carefully, which I didn't, which is winging it, but if you read it carefully, it does talk in here about there being a famine in the land.
Mm-hmm. And an earthquake.
So the people are going to come. So when Russia actually comes down to attack Israel with Iran, Persia, it's because there's a famine and Israel has got abundant food. So they're going to come and try to take all that stuff. And that's why they're going to come.
I don't know where it says famine, man, but
It says it on here, dude. Like I said,
all it says is they went to plunder
well, there you go.
like livestock and goods. That's not because there was famine. They just decided.
Well, why would you go plunder somebody if you got enough for
Yes,
yourself?
sir. Because Russia, it's gonna follow a logical thought process when they say, "Let's invade Israel," who we've been
Hey.
prophesied to get our butts kicked by.
But Israel already kicked their butts once.
Russia,
Yeah.
when?
Didn't Russia actually try to invade Israel?
No,
Are you sure?
the Soviet Union tried to invade Afghanistan,
Okay. All right.
and they lost.
Okay.
That's as far into the Middle
So
East. they
I
got.
was mistaken.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Speaking of earthquakes, Afghanistan had a 6.3
Yeah.
earthquake.
And you don't hear about that because all this other stuff. But more people
I sent you
died
the
in
text.
Afghanistan than having this whole Israel war.
Dude, there was 3 major earthquakes over 6.0. Was it yesterday or the day before? Afghanistan, Mexico City,
Mexico had one.
yeah, and somewhere else. So there was 3 like within hours, like lined up, all over 6 in different parts of the world.
Yeah,
I sent
Because
you
the
a text about that.
tectonic plates are
I
moving,
know.
Coach.
I heard about it. Man.
No, but anyways, so I mean, I really don't believe that this is that battle, but obviously I could be wrong because if Russia comes down,
I mean, Russia still has time, but it doesn't make sense because right now they're caught up in a war with Ukraine.
Right,
which
but
is
here's the
on their
thing.
border.
here's the thing. I was hearing a preacher explain it this way that Persia, Iran, is gonna be the one that gets involved with Israel, and they're gonna drag Russia in. So it's not that Russia's just gonna come in and try to do it, but they're gonna get dragged in
Yeah.
by Persia because they're allies now. Before they weren't allies. They haven't been allies for a long time.
I know, but I feel like Iran isn't really in a position to do that either.
Where'd you run?
They're very
Did you do your mile?
they're very unstable right now.
Did you do your mile?
They
Forgot about
no,
that.
but they have
Does that mean I won?
no. They
that
have
means I won.
I'm
on a winning streak.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Distractions. I don't
It's because you said I
understand.
ran, so I
That's
just
the
thought,
name
hey,
of the
did you
country,
run?
man.
I know it is. I know it is.
And
Go ahead. Sorry,
so-
dude. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they still have all the protests about their treatment of women, right? They're not very happy with themselves. Most of the actual Iranians don't hate America.
Right. But look,
Uh,
here's the thought
their-
that I had.
their
And
heads of state do. I feel like it's going to take something to unite them.
well, here's the thought
'Cause
that I had.
if they can barely unite their own country to fight, how are they going to drag these other countries to? Now, I get
Right.
the Middle East and all them, but like Russia.
Well,
Russia's
weren't you
really
just
far
telling me
removed,
last night
man.
about Russia actually buying oil from Israel now?
No, I don't think they're buying it from Israel. They produce their own oil and they sell it. It's that
Okay.
the European Union buys.
No,
more
it's
from
yeah,
Israel
and
now.
it's the natural gas,
Yeah, last podcast.
the natural gas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyways,
we should kill a lot of people.
so now you have, man, why are you pushing me, man?
Because I'm all
Okay, sorry. But anyways, you made me lose my thought. Anyways, so we know that Hamas was funded 100% by Iran. Iran has even said so. Hamas has said so.
Mm-hmm.
So could it be possible that Netanyahu says, well, you know, we flattened out Gaza, so now we're going to go after Iran so they can stop funding these people,
No.
and to make sure that they don't get
'Cause
their.
then they look like the aggressors.
At this point, I don't believe they care. From
Yeah,
all the
they don't
reports
really
that I've
care.
read, coming straight from Israel.
Yeah, but Israel
this
didn't
point,
want
they don't care.
war.
Yeah,
They
but
still
No, but now
don't
they're
want
defending.
war.
It's like
It's-
you woke up the sleeping
that's
lion.
why we invaded Afghanistan. Right?
You know.
We did it so we didn't keep getting attacked. They would invade Iran so they don't keep getting attacked.
I don't know if they would, man.
So, do you think-
that's a
Well, I don't know if
threat.
they actually
It's
would,
like,
but that would
it's
be the thought
because
behind it.
like Hamas doesn't have nukes. Israel does. If Israel really wanted to, they just nuke Hamas off the planet, and that'd be it. But then Iran would nuke them. That's the thing. Iran and Israel are two nuclear powers, and so starting wars between two nuclear powers is a lot more of a touchy subject nowadays.
Ezekiel 38, nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Well, that's more
Well,
39 actually.
We know
39.
there's going to be nuclear weapons.
Yes,
but
it's gonna be a nuclear war. So everybody out there that's listening,
Israel's not going to start that war, and
No.
that's why I'm saying.
but everybody that's out there
it's
listening
not
to this,
likely that Israel would start a
that
war with Iran.
that
for no
hears
reason.
about nuclear weapons and they get scared and petrified, it's gonna happen, guys. It's in the Bible.
No.
It's not in the Bible.
Save some
Completely
with
wrong,
fear.
man.
It's gonna happen.
The thing people are petrified about is that there's this thing that goes around is that if 2 or 3 more nukes are dropped, everyone on Earth will die because of all the radiation. That's not true because that's not what the Bible says. Bible says there'll be nuclear warfare
Right.
again, but it's just going to kill the people involved.
So what I said that you said no.
You said the thing that people are petrified about when
Oh.
they're
They're
not.
they're afraid.
Petrified of
People are
being
afraid
dead.
of
That's
nuclear
all-
I'm
weapons.
pretty
but
afraid
they're
of getting
scared
nuked
that the
too.
whole world's going to die because of 2 or 3 more.
No, I'm
That's a handful.
not even. Honestly, I'm not worried about the nuclear weapons. But I know the devastation that they would cause. Like if they would say, like North Korea would launch one to the United States, okay, it devastate a big part of it.
Yeah.
So I know that everything that comes with it. But there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
Anyways, we'll be back with more next week.
Maybe.
Our updates
Maybe we'll be
will
raptured.
not be for another week then. But
A raptured
anyways,
is
by
cool.
then Israel will probably be in Gaza. But you have a
Hopefully.
final sound, Josh.
Yeah.